Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Today's video is going to be all about refreshing spring fragrances. Those fragrances that are bright and uplifting, welcoming in this beautiful spring weather. Even though spring isn't technically here just yet, I'm ready for it. So if you're interested to see which fragrances I chose, let's jump right into the video. The House of Tom Ford brings me my favorite summer fragrance. This is so perfect for travel, especially if you're going to find your way onto a beach. This is Eau de Soleil Blanc from the House of Tom Ford. I also own the original Soleil Blanc, but this one here is all about summertime, a beach, vacation, bright citruses, beautiful florals like tuberose and ylang ylang. There's also some nuttiness from the pistachio. There's amber. There's just so much going on in this fragrance, and all of it just beams and bursts with life cycle renewals and spring coming in plush and luscious and vibrant. This is also perfect for summer. But this is just so refreshing for the springtime, getting yourself ready for the buildup of summer when most of us tend to take our vacations. Next up from the House of Dolce Gabbana, we are going to talk about a beautiful, bright, perfectly spring fragrance. Here in the Midwest in the spring, you're still going to be getting your cold days and your warmer days, and sometimes it'll heat up quite a bit. So this fragrance is very versatile. This is Dolce Shine. This is the Eau de Parfum formulation. This is the one with the mango notes. I have to be honest, I don't know what is in the Eau de Toilette formulation, but in here you're going to start off with grapefruit, mango, and quince. Then you're going to move into the jasmine and the tuberose, and then end with the white woods and the white musk. It is going to give you the brightness you're looking for spring. It's going to give you the florals you're looking for spring. And then it's also going to give you some grown and sexy staying power vibes because of those dry down notes. The white woods, the white musk. I still top up at the 4-hour mark because I just like the brightness of the opening. But this is one that transitions very well to after work. Like if you're going to go and have drinks with your friends or just go somewhere more intimate, a date maybe after work. The dry down of this is perfect for that, those close encounters. So again, that is Dolce & Gabbana Shine Eau de Parfum formulation. Next up, we're going to visit the king of pretty for the sake of being pretty, Marc Jacobs. This is Daisy Sunshine. For me, you guys, it is definitely the strawberry in here. There's a beautiful violet note, also some marigold, and there's some wild berries in here. I think there's a woody note too, some type of cedar maybe. I haven't worn this in a long time. I really need to get, but you know, he does a really good job with the strawberry note. The Marc Jacobs Oh So Intense is also beautiful with the strawberry. I love this. It is bright. It is refreshing. I think that I feel like strawberry is just so important to spring and to summer. It is probably my favorite berry note, closely followed by raspberry, but strawberry just does something for me. And this is a beautiful, bright use of strawberry. Again, this is Marc Jacobs Daisy Sunshine. Next, we're going to talk about a fragrance I absolutely love. It just screams spring and summer. Usually when you're talking about this one, you're also going to hear Versace Versens. You're going to hear Mac Turquatic. You're going to hear Aqua de Joa. But this one here to me is done to perfection. Now, I also love Mac Turquatic. Let me say that. But Chanel Chance Eau Fresh. How many of you guys saw that coming when I named the others? My connoisseurs will know. Chanel Chance Eau Fresh is just a beautiful fragrance. This is one you cannot beat for spring and for summer. The greenness, the woodiness, the citrusness. It's just citrusness. I'm pretty sure we're going to roll with it. I love Chanel Chance Eau Fresh. And you know I'm not that much of a Chanel girl. I'm really like, you know. But this one here, amazing. Next up, we're going to talk about a fragrance that used to be my signature scent back when I did not have a collection this size. This is Poppy by Coach. This one is this holds a special place in my heart. What a beautiful citrus, fruity, floral. It has a tartness to it. along with the sweetness, that just gives me the vibe of spring. I reach for this more in spring than even in summer. I don't really care for it in too hot, of a climate, too much humidity or anything like that. Because when you have something that already starts off tart, it can turn sour. So I don't even reach for it. I don't want to test that theory to see if that's what's going to happen, because I want to keep her in, high regards in my mind. So spring, fall, if you're feeling like you want a really pretty, and for me, she doesn't smell like anything else that I have, but that's why after so many years of not having her, I said, let me get a smaller bottle. I want her back in my collection. I feel like she's just something that, yeah, not earth shattering, not life changing, but for me, because she came before any of these things behind me, she's that deal. So again, that is Coach Poppy. And there are a ton of flankers. This is just the original one, just the regular one. I don't know anything about the rest of the flankers. Coach Poppy's my girl though. Next up, we're going to talk about a fragrance from the House of Guerlain, from my favorite line of fragrances, and that's Mon Guerlain. This is my least favorite that I currently own. It's just not that beautiful, heavy vanilla, jasmine, lavender vibe. This one is more citruses, lighter, brighter, very much for summertime. So it's missing the magic of the ones that I really love, but that's okay. This is Mon Guerlain Eau de Toilette formulation. I think this may be discontinued. So, because I was going to donate this one. I was really like, but then I said, if it's discontinued, I want to go ahead and enjoy it and have those memories. I'm pretty sure I could find a place for it. It's a beautiful fragrance that you can dress up. This is also a clean, refreshing scent to me. It's bright enough for jeans and a t-shirt, or for you to have a long button up and some heels. This is definitely classy. It's definitely chic, but it's also fun and everyday. Wait a minute, this smells so much better than I remember. What is happening? Oh, okay. Maybe we needed to sit for 2-3 years. I don't know. But again, that's Mon Guerlain Eau de Toilette formulation. This next fragrance has all kinds of citrus, fruits, flowers, and 2 different types of wood. This is Roberto Cavalli Paradiso Azzurro. Now, I don't know if most of you know that there's more than Jimmy Paradiso from Roberto Cavalli. Our girl Amber, owner of Ombre Bijou, talked about Jimmy Paradiso, and so many of us in FragCon purchased it. We love it. Some people compare it to Good Girl. I do not get that comparison still to this day, but hey, to each his own. But there's so much more in that line. There's the regular Paradiso, which I did sell because it just, it's really heavy on the jasmine. I wasn't feeling jasmine at the time. Still don't feel jasmine sometimes, so I digress. Then there's also Paradiso Assoluto, which you guys have heard me talk about. It is a beautiful fragrance, and it is perfect when you're looking for that heavy dose of a winter floral. I love it. This is Roberto Cavalli, again, Paradiso Azzurro. This is the freshest of all of them. This is the one that's so bright, less heavy with the florals, just gives you more of a fruity take, gives you a fresher take from the line. So that's why I like this line. In 4 fragrances, you run the gambit of all things. If you're a fruity girl or a floral girl or a fresh citrus, fruity floral girl, or a sexy date night floral girl, you're going to love something from this line. So again, check Roberto Cavalli's Paradiso line out. You will find something you like 9 times out of 10. Elizabeth Arden is amazing at making refreshing fragrances. And of course, some of you are probably thinking I'm going to talk about one of the green tea flankers. Actually, I'm going to be talking about another line from Elizabeth Arden. This is Elizabeth Arden White Tea Mandarin Blossom. I love the white tea line. Well, the majority of them. Some of them. I don't like the rose one, and I don't like the vanilla orchid. But when you talk about the ginger lily, when you talk about the original, and when you talk about this one, I can't think of any more refreshing of a line where you're just talking about craving spring, craving summer, and just giving you all those things that you want. Super perfect for a signature scent for spring or summer work appropriate. You can go anywhere with this. You can go, if you want to go on a date, you can. Is it sexy? Not per se, but it's comforting. And if that's the vibe you're going for, then by all means, go with clean, comforting, and zen with a little slight touch of citrus love. Again, woo, white tea from Elizabeth Arden, Mandarin Blossom. Atelier Colognes broke a lot of hearts by pulling out of the United States and Canada markets. Apparently, they will not be releasing fragrances or selling their fragrances here anymore. So, by humbug to them, but to each their own. I am going to love and wear the ones I have and just be done with it. You guys know I'm on a new thing. If you don't want to release here, I'm not worried about it. I'm not chasing you to give you my coins, to force you to take my money if you don't want me to have it. It's fine. So, with regard to Atelier Cologne, we're going to be talking about Orange Sanguine today. Now, a lot of you have probably heard about this from, I was going to say, I don't know what I was going to call him, but I think his name is Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy. Is it Jeremy Loves Fragrance or something like that? I don't know what this man's last name is, but everybody knows who Jeremy is, the dude that claps in the suit and turns around and is always talking about he needs a girlfriend. And as fine as he is, you want to know what is really wrong with him that he still don't have no girlfriend. Okay, I digress. I love Orange Sanguine. I would love to agree with his description of it smelling like a fresh cup of orange juice, fresh squeezed orange juice. I can see where he gets that from. This is the best citrus that they have, I think. I know a lot of people love California Clementine, but this one is so bright. And what it does on my skin is absolutely amazing. I'm going to miss her tremendously, but I'll be okay. However, I do think that when it comes to welcoming in warm weather, I wouldn't want to do it with anything more than Orange Sanguine. What's better than waking up in the morning with the sun shining and having a tall, amazingly fresh glass of orange juice for those who like orange juice? Nothing, right? Exactly. I rocks with it. Last but not least, we're going to be talking about a fragrance from Fresh, and this is called Sugar Lychee. This is probably one of the best, not probably, this is definitely one of the best citrus fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. The use of tonka bean in this thing is so sexy. I don't normally call citrus fragrances sexy, but this one does something to me. There's also one called Brown Sugar that I love from them, and these are kind of similar in that sense. I think, I don't know if they both have Amalfi Lemon, but they both have a strong citrus presence. I absolutely love the lime blossom in this, the Amalfi Lemon, the tonka bean. There's these little bitty these little bitty bottles pack a punch. I'm talking about, they are amazing. I wish I had 100 milliliter. If I was the type of person who just said, okay, I'm going to drop down to 4 fragrances, 1 for each season, this could absolutely, for one of those years, be my only spring or summer fragrance. Guys, I dig this. Like, there's levels to this thing. Have you ever smelled anything from the Fresh line, but more particularly the brown sugar one or the Fresh Sugar Lychee? Let's talk about it in the comments, because guys, as the weather's starting to change and I put, listen to me, hands down, let me look at this list. See, Tom Ford's Eau de Soleil Blanc holds a special place in my heart when it comes to traveling and just overall summer. We're talking spring though. It's going to be between this and Orange Sanguine, and I'm going to give it to this for being my favorite on the list that I've chosen today. This thing here smell good. That Amalfi Lemon is just life, y'all. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me talk about just a few of my favorite refreshing spring fragrances. Please do not forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Join the Terra Squad. Also, select the notification bell so that you never miss any of my future uploads. As always, I want to talk to you guys in the comments. Let's talk about any of these, all of these. What are your favorite refreshing springtime fragrances? Are you already experiencing spring where you are, or are you still waiting and counting down to the technical, actual first day of spring where you live? I know I am, but we're getting spring-like temperatures, so I will not complain. Anyway, guys, of course, I love talking to you in the comments. I will see you there, and until then.